Hello my friends, April is here and today we're doing super exciting project. First of all, I'm so sorry for my rusty voice. I'm not feeling very well, but I hope it's not gonna get on the way of our super cool project. And today we're gonna be making this super fun pinboard that I saw on Pottery Barn, and that was my inspiration. This one, you can see it here. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure that we can make something cheaper because this one is $2.99, and yeah, and as cool and as awesome as this one. Yay! Okay, let's get to it, guys. First of all, we're gonna make the butterflies from resin, and I'm gonna tell you that I already made a batch, so I'm not a newbie here, but yeah, so for that you'll need some molds. I tried this mold, and I didn't really like how it came out, but I really like these butterflies and this one. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, do not forget to wear your gloves when you work with resin. Okay, let's do it. To make epoxy resin, you need to mix up half of hardener with half of resin, and I recommend to start with the hardener first because as you can see, it's more liquid. You see? Okay, first we're gonna add the hardener, and I'm going to add, as you can see very badly, you probably can't see that, so yeah, so there's I'm gonna make 20 milliliters total, so I'm gonna add 10 milliliters of hardener and 10 milliliters of resin. Make sure that the parts are very even, because otherwise it's just not gonna work. I mean, it's probably just gonna make resin to harden way longer. Yay! Okay, here we go. And then the next step is very important because you need to start mixing it up, but you have to make sure that you don't go too fast, because if you're gonna go too fast, you're gonna create a lot of bubbles, and you don't want to have the bubbles. Although in our case it doesn't really matter that much, since we're gonna be painting it over anyway. But yeah, but basically go in the smooth moves and mix it up slowly. Yes, slowly. This process is probably going to take you about a minute or two, maybe 3. Yeah, you just need to make sure that you thoroughly mixed the resin with hardener. Yay! Okay, so you see, I think this looks good. When this mixture is ready, yeah, we're ready to start. And put some paper towel because things probably gonna get messy. I mean, you never know, right? So yeah, and let's do it. So make sure that the molds are very clean. I mean, I don't think mine are actually that clean, but I don't think it's gonna be an issue. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna just simply pour this mixture into the molds of our beautiful butterflies. And remember that after you mix these two together, you have about 40 minutes probably before the epoxy gonna harden. And then we're gonna, you see, try to put it in every possible, you see, how what I'm doing. I'm basically moving the epoxy from one to another because these molds, they're very thin, and they're gonna create such a gentle, beautiful butterflies. I don't think I'm actually gonna need all of the sizes, but I'm gonna make them anyways, just in case. Plus we have a lot of epoxy because this 40 milligrams is way too much for these 3 molds. You can see? Yeah, so we want to make sure that there's no bubbles between and that every single little wing is covered with epoxy. crack them open. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one. That's gonna be easier because it doesn't have that many details. Yay! Wow, that was very easy. Guess we're making the crown too. Don't worry, you can take away the remainings at any time. Although obviously it's better to be very, very precise, which I'm not. Well, we still have some epoxy left, so let's make this bees as well, because why not? Okay, and now we're gonna let it to dry. You see, I had an extra, so I made this ones. I guess my kid's gonna play with them, but yes, and we'll be back in 24 hours. Okay guys, so while the butterflies are getting dry and getting ready for us, I'm gonna make the frame. And to make the frame, we're gonna use some fabric, but we're gonna probably do it later. We need this, foam board, which is 20 by 30 inches. And you know what? You could totally use the cork board, but I couldn't find the right cork board my size today. And just so much easier to get the pinboard from Michael's. But it's like a very thick one. It's not the thin one. It's like probably, oh, actually it's written here. It's 13 millimeters. Yes. And also we're gonna need like 1 by 2. I think we're gonna need about like 8 feet, but maybe a bit more, but I'm gonna let you know later. And we're gonna make out of this a floating frame. That's super exciting, right? Let's get to it. Okay, so the width of this board is 3/4. That's what I expected. So we need to leave 3/4 from here, 3/4 from here, which in combined is 1.5 inch. So it's basically 30 plus 1.5. Yep. I'm gonna measure that. Be 31.5. Fine, then we're making 31.5 for this one and 21.5 for the other side. Let's cut it. Okay, I just like cut one of them at 31.5, and you know what I realized? That I wanted to make it floating, which means, you know, like it would have little gaps on the side. So to make that gap, we need to actually count for it. So we're gonna make it 32 inches, and we're gonna add 1/2 inch on each side. But yeah, I think it's all gonna work out perfectly. Okay, already perfect. They even. Okay, now the all the 4 parts are ready, and we're gonna do the dry feet to see if it's gonna fit. Bingo! Awesome. Okay, that looks great. It does indeed. Amazing. Let's assemble it. Okay. Yay! Okay. One side is done. Huh. You know what? I think I need a taller bread nail. Yep. And guys, remember what happened with me when I was building that bench with bread nailers? So just be very careful, never put your hands on the way of the bread nail, okay? You don't want to lose your nail. Yay! Okay. One more corner and we're done. Perfection. And I'm gonna finish it up from the other side as well, because you know, like, you don't want bread nails to be only from one side, you want it to be from both sides to make sure that it actually holds. Yay! Okay, now we need to deal with that little nail, because that has to go. What do we do when something goes not as we planned? We fix it. And you know what? Another thing that I want to tell you is that there's always a front side and a back side, right? So, do we really care what's happening in the back? Not that much. I mean, we should probably care about it, but you know, if we're gonna be caring about too many details, then what's gonna happen? We're probably never gonna do anything. That's my 2 cents. Okay, so this little nail definitely determined where is gonna be our backside. Voila. Let's actually hide all the imperfections, and we're gonna be using the wood filler for that. So yeah, this is why bread nailer is so cool, because you can just patch up all the holes, and since we're definitely going to be finishing it up with something, then it's not really going to matter. You see, I'm also filling up these little gaps that happened. I mean, it always happens, right? Maybe with you it doesn't happen, but with me it happens. And I'm totally fine with that. Yeah, I kind of feel, guys, that today I'm feeling very like giving you too many lessons. But I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if I should stop talking. Yay! You see? I mean, now we're gonna lightly sand it and it's gonna be like brand new. Oh, and I'm using my, just like a block with some sand disc, because I just don't wanna get too dusty today. I guess my nose is already not feeling very well. This is a portrait of a DIYer. I wanted to say a lady, but then I was like, well, that could be a portrait of a lady too, you know? Okay, guys, and to make it floating, we're gonna cut like 4 parts of this and at a 45-degree angle, and we're gonna just attach it on the bottom. And then we're gonna wrap up this board. Easy peasy. We've got it! We're gonna put this foam board underneath so we know where we want to attach the brackets. So in this case, we're gonna get the real floating board. Easy peasy. Bingo! Yep. Oh, one more to go. And here we go. Yay! It floats! It does float. Well, this corner doesn't float. Well, I want it to float, but you know what? No, it's good. It's good. You know what? Turns out that I was off. Can you believe that? I mean, that's very, very believable, to be honest. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna add like those boards on the sides because we're gonna wrap it up in fabric anyways and no one gonna see it. So yeah, it's all good. Yay! So this is the next day in the morning and you see they're so dry. Let's take this one out. Oops. Okay, this is why I feel you need to be very careful when you pour the epoxy, so you don't have to deal with this thing. But look at the bee. Oh my god, isn't it cool? Let's check this one. Yes, this is my favorite, I think. Okay, with this you have to be very careful because it's a very tender. Oh wow. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? Check it out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using all of them, but look how cute they look. And yeah, don't worry, they're not gonna stay clear. So that's why I didn't really care about the color. Yeah, because we're gonna paint them in gold probably. Yes, most likely in gold. So I brought it upstairs and yeah, as you can see, those boards, they actually glued perfectly fine. And yeah, we're gonna put the frame away now. And we're gonna wrap this thing in fabric. But first, you know what? We need to go and iron the fabric because that's a very important step. Okay, our fabric is ready. We're gonna just remove these green little things and then we will wrap the whole thing with fabric. I'm gonna be using the general purpose spray and my glue gun. Oops, that already started moving. Let's move fast. Yeah, I'll leave them on, but they're probably gonna be seen. Oops. Through the fabric. Yay, okay. Let's do it. We need to flip it over. Flip it over. We're going to spray it. Yeah, so we lightly sprayed it with a spray glue. Yay! It's already looking good. Okay. Okay. Now we can turn around. And we're gonna use our glue gun. We're gonna be using glue gun, you know, like at the same time, scratching over, stretching it. Now it's gonna go smoother, yay! Okay, how are we gonna do the corners? Okay, I'm gonna fold like this, and then like this. Okay, where's my glue gun? that's the back side, and that's how it looks from the outside. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna attach it to our beautiful frame. Yes. Haha, fits perfectly. The only thing that I need to decide is like what color to make this frame. Okay guys, so this butterfly is dried up, and this is with the spray paint, and then I added on top this gold leaf. I have this like for so many years already. Yeah, it's a very old one, but I'm not even sure if they sell it anymore. So look how butterflies transformed. Can you see the difference? So cool. So now they look like so much more golded, like gilded in a sense, and this ones, they look a bit dull, right? Do you agree with me? Okay kids, so now it's time to, while the butterflies are drying, and the frame already dried, and I already brushed it up with the golden leaf. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna attach this pin to the board, and I kind of feel that the easiest way to do it is with the E6000 glue, but because it's like so light, it's a foam board. But if you're doing it with the cardboard, you definitely should use like some bread nailer. Just like put the pins over here and you're golden. And I'm also using this cardboards as a shims, so to make sure that all the sides are even on all the sides of the board. Yeah, let's do it. Wish me luck. Yeah, I didn't think it's through. How am I gonna... Okay, this is working. Okay. I think I'll have to pin it with something. Maybe I'm gonna screw it in just to hold the glue. I'm actually very, very confident that it's gonna hold. Well, I'm very confident, but I guess we'll see. Okay. Okay. Now it's time. Now it's time. Now it's time. I see. Yes. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now it's time to wait, and very soon there's gonna be moment X. I just added more books to it, and now I'm very hopeful. So now when butterflies are finally dried, I'm just gonna arrange them somehow, and I want to make two corners from one side and another side, and yes, I'm just gonna glue them with the E6000 glue, and hopefully that's gonna work. Well, and if it doesn't, then we can figure out something else. Yay! Okay, I really hope that it's gonna hold. I mean, it's supposed to. It's E6000 glue. Christ's sake, but yeah, let's get going. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe and like this video, and yes, and comment. I mean, you know what to do, right? Yes, I'll see you next week. Bye!
It's no use working 9 to 5.